So let's check back here with why do we want to talk to you on Monday? Because this could have gone sideways very, very quickly.
Yeah, so Sarah has an identical twin, and her identical twin sister got set up on a date by a coworker, but she really didn't want to go. She had found him on Instagram, and she's like, this guy's busted. He's not my type. So she couldn't bow out because she didn't want to bow out because, it's kind of messed up because you don't find him attractive, blah, blah, blah. So she was like, this is going to make things awkward at work with the coworkers. So instead of just canceling, she begged her identical twin sister, Sarah, to go in her place just to be nice. So Sarah agreed, mainly because she's like, well, this could be interesting. And also, like, maybe I can see if I can pull it off. So Sarah's plan was to keep it service level, don't agree to go on a second date, and then just make it through dinner. So now we have to check in with Sarah to see how the date went and to see if she got busted.
Hey, Sarah.
Hi guys. How you doing?
Good. All right. How did it go? Were you nervous approaching the date? Was it easy? Did this guy did he buy it hook, line, and sinker?
Yeah, I was pretty nervous, but I pulled it off. He had no idea I wasn't my sister's twin, and it went great. I mean, he was funny, charming, and we actually clicked. We ended up staying out way longer than planned. I remember you guys told me to keep the date shorter, but then we had drinks, we had dessert, we even walked around downtown, and I don't know, I was supposed to keep it surface level, but it felt like a real date. And he texted me the next morning and was like, I had a great time. Can we do this again soon? And the only problem is he still thinks that I'm my sister, and so now I'm really torn. I don't know if I should come clean or just
you did not hold it down for your sister at all.
Seriously.
Obviously, Sarah, you told I'm sure the first person you contacted after you got home was your sister to let her know how the ruse went, and I'm sure your sister's like, there's no way you can date this guy. That's just not even a possibility.
Yeah, I mean, I called her and I was like, oh, yeah, it was fine, whatever. But I didn't tell her, I like this guy. I feel bad. I was supposed to take one for the team and I didn't expect to catch feelings. But
all right, so you got a bunch of problems ahead of you here. So you got to go to the sister, and at some point or another, you got to tell dude. Right?
Yeah.
No. Well, if you keep seeing him, you do.
You can't keep seeing him.
Why not?
It don't sound like she's going to stop.
Kristen look at me. It's brutal out here.
She pretended to be a completely different person on the date.
No, just her name. The only thing that's different is her name. She was herself. They clicked. I believe in love.
I don't think for a guy this is as big as an offense as you think it is. If he thinks she's really hot, and they had a great time, and he thought they had a chemistry, there is a window where he would think that was funny, but not care.
I know how we can get out of this, and we got to do it quickly because otherwise something is happening today at the office. He's going to see your sister at the water cooler and be like, hey, baby, and she's going to be like, what? So I think the way that we get out of this is we do a very well-placed lie. Maybe we text the guy and say, hey, I want to be honest, finally, and say something along the lines of, my sister got your information before the date, and she recognized that you were more of my type than hers, or she knows that a guy like you is my type. So she let me go on the date instead of her, not knowing it was going to go this well, because I really like you. Would love to see you again. And by the way, my name's Sarah.
That wouldn't bother you?
It all depends. It all depends, right? If I think she's super hot and she comes clean and we had a chemistry, I'd laugh it off.
You would not.
I absolutely would laugh it off. It ain't that serious.
No,
man.
It would bother me.
Right?
Yeah, for sure.
And here's the deal.
First date wouldn't bother me at all. Now, if you wait any longer, then we got a problem. But right now, it's funny.
All right, so if you're going to go with the lie, because thankfully this dude and your sister don't work together. She just got set up by the coworker. So if you're going to do this, I think a well-placed lie here to be like, my sister wasn't able to make it, but she did want to bail on her coworker because she was afraid of how it would come off at work. So she asked if I would step in, and I did. And I would take the L like that, and then let him decide if he still wants to see you again.
That's your best chance for sure.
But I would come up with some kind of lie. Not that your sister found him on Insta and thought he was butt. I'm not going to tell him that. But tell him something along the lines like my sister wasn't going to be able to make it, but she didn't want to upset her coworker because she was afraid about work dynamics, like one of those types of things or whatever. And be like, so I stepped in for her, but I actually really like you. This is so weird.
It's very weird.
I wouldn't have a problem.
It could be the beginning of something special though. If he, because he could have a mindset like Bert and see the humor in it, and if he's still attracted to the sister, I could see him being like, you know what, this is kind of wild, but I had a great date. Let's see where it goes. And then that could be the end of it. Or he could look at it like me and you probably never hear from him.
You go on so many bad dates as a single person that if this is the one thing in the way of a really great date and connection, I'm into it. I'm going for it. This is the one red flag. Like there are people cheating on each other out here. Like this is the one thing.
All right, so does she go to the sister first and then go to dude?
You got to go to the sister first.
You have to.
You got to go to the sister first. I think here's your thing. All right. And I'd love to check in with you tomorrow because I want to give you a homework assignment. You got to go to your sister. If you get the okay from her, then you got to go to him. So you got 2 steps today. And then if she says no, then step 2 is off anyway, right?
I would say so.
Yeah. So you go to your sister first, see what she says. And if she says it's cool, then you go to the dude and then you call us back tomorrow and you tell us how it went.
Sounds good. I'm terrified, but it sounds like a plan.
You should be. This is bad, Sarah.
You're pretty deep in it.
I don't think it's that awful. It's not going to be that awful. Everybody's going to have one good laugh about it.
This is going to be a great story at their wedding.
This is going to be hilarious.
The Bert Show.